Good evening, children. I hope everyone are doing fine. Let us begin with the new chapter, that is chapter number 6, combustion and flame. Okay, so the first topic under this that we are going to study today is about fuel. Okay, as we know, as we are aware that we need energy to perform various activities. I hope everyone will agree with this, right? So we need energy to perform many activities in day-to-day life, right? And where do we get this energy from? Okay, so we have heard people saying that food is the fuel for life, right? So food is the fuel for life. That means food is going to give us energy to survive the life, right? So this, keeping these lines in the mind, we will understand what is fuel. Okay, so topics that I am going to cover today is here. So about fuel, uses of fuels, classification of fuels, and fuel efficiency and harmful effects of burning fuels, and what is an idle fuel. Okay, so first we shall understand about fuel. Okay, so we know that our body is like a machine. Agree, because we have various organ system and we have various tissues which is functioning with a different activities, right? So our body is overall said to be as compared to a machine, so which performs several functions, right? So to carry out all these functions, our body requires energy. Yes, agree? Yes, of course. So this energy is obtained from the food what we take daily, right? So through the process of respiration, similarly machines need energy in the form of other, in form of one or the other, in order to perform the desired functions. So the energy is produced in machines by a substance called fuels. How does machines work? It is based on the uh, fuel that we provide to a machines, right? So fuels comes in different forms. So fuels are different types such as wood, coal, charcoal, petrol, diesel, CNG, that is compressed natural gas. You have already studied about this, right, in coal and petroleum, and liquid petroleum gas, that is LPG, right? So these are all the basic concepts about fuel. And you have a activity or a table page in the page number 69. Go through it. Write the different sources of energy and their uses. So what are the sources of energy? For example, sun is said to be ultimate source of energy, right? So what is the use of sun? Okay, so how we make use of sun's energy? So plants specially. So plants make use of sun's energy for the process of photosynthesis for manufacturing food, right? So that you need to fill the table, so by mentioning sources of energy and their uses, right? Coming to uses of fuels. So how fuels is used? So we know that different fuels are used for cooking and running automobiles and manufacturing goods, and for several industrial purposes also we use fuels, because machines has to run with the help of fuels itself, isn't it? Specially prepared fuels are used in rockets. Okay, so what are the fuel that we use in home? That is LPG we use, right? So liquid petroleum gas we use, that is also a kind of fuel, right? So next we shall be studying about classification of fuels. So here three categories of classification you will be studying based on different criteria. So first is on the basis of occurrence. How do they occur? Okay. And based on their occurrence, fuels can be classified as follows. That is primary fuels and secondary fuels. So what do you mean by primary fuels? So these are the fuels which are used in the same form as they occur in the nature. So primary fuel in the sense ನೇಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಈ ಥರ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ. Okay, such fuels are said to be primary fuels. For example, wood is a natural one which has been obtained from trees, right? So directly we are using wood for as a fuel. and also dry leaves and cow dung cakes and agricultural waste. So these are all said to be a primary fuels, where we are utilizing these fuels as it is available. Okay, and they are used mostly in rural areas for cooking purpose. You might have seen if you visit any village area where they don't use gas stoves or LPG like this, or kerosene stoves. They use this wood and dry leaves and cow dung cakes to cook food as a fuel they use. Okay, where they get energy to cook the food. Okay, so this is said to be primary fuels. What is next one? That is secondary fuels. So these are the fuels which are obtained from natural fuels. So natural fuels ಇಂದ obtain ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಬಯೋಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ obtained from a animal dung. For example, from cow dung they are going to extract a biogas. So that is from natural, from primary fuels we are extracting the other fuels, that is said to be secondary fuels. Okay, and coke from coal. So we are obtaining coke from coal products, as well as petrol, kerosene, diesel, and also paraffin wax from petroleum. So these are all the petroleum products that you have studied in the previous chapter. And charcoal from wood. So these are said to be secondary fuels. So next category, that is on the basis of their physical state. How do they look? Whether it is a solid, liquid, or gaseous. So based on the physical state, these fuels has been classified, that is solid fuels, liquid fuels, and gaseous fuels. So this is very easy to understand. So what are solid fuels? Just now we studied in the primary fuels. For example, wood is a solid, right? So it is categorized under solid fuels. And agricultural waste, yes, they are classified under solid fuels. And also charcoal, coal, as well as coke. So these are all said to be solid fuels. So what are liquid fuels? That is petroleum, kerosene, alcohol, and diesel, which is in a liquid state. Okay, these are said to be liquid fuels. And also gaseous fuels. Okay, gaseous fuels in the sense it is in the form of gas, but that is biogas, natural gas, compressed natural gas, that is CNG. Okay, so these are in the form of in the state of gas. Okay, so this is a classification of fuel based on their physical state. Next category is on the basis of their source, from where these are obtained. Okay, so based on their source, fuels can be classified as follows, that is renewable fuels and non-renewable fuels. You are already aware of these terms. I have already taught in the previous chapter. Okay, that is renewable fuels as well as non-renewable fuels. So what is renewable fuels, children? So these are fuels derived from renewable natural resources like plants or animals. They can be used over a long period of time. So we can use for a long time because they can get replenished readily. Okay, some example that include fuels obtained from agricultural waste like paddy straw, husk, and forest residue like wood and bark of trees, and animal waste like cow dung. Okay, so non-renewable fuels is that the fuels derived from non-renewable resources like fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, natural gas. These are all obtained from fossil fuels, right? Or we can say radioactive substance, that is the nuclear fuels, so which get easily exhausted ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಗ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So which get exhausted over a period of time. They cannot be replenished and we can't get it back. Okay, and to get it back it takes millions of years to form, you know, right? From fossil fuels obtaining a petrol, it takes millions of years. Okay, next we will be looking into fuel efficiency. So what is the efficiency of fuel? So most of our energy requirements are met by the fossil fuels and their products, but how do you decide which is the best fuel? So by knowing the efficiency of that. Okay, so in other words, how can we compare the efficiency of various types of fuels? So the fuels are burned to produce some heat, right? So when you burn the fuel, heat is being produced, right? So some fuels produce more heat while others will produce only less heat. So by this, the efficiency of various fuels can be compared by the amount of heat that is going to produce by them. So ಎಷ್ಟು heat produce ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ efficiency depend ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, in fact a fuel is rated by its calorific value. We call it as calorific value. By the way, what is calorific value? It is the amount of heat energy released. So some amount of heat energy is released, okay, by complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel. So 1 kg of fuel complete burn ಆದಾಗ, so the heat is which generated by this fuel is measured in the form of joule or calorie. So 1 calorie is equals to 4.18 joule. Okay, that is a constant value, and the calorific value is expressed in terms of kilojoule per kg. This is a unit. Okay, so that is kilojoule per kg. Okay, a fuel with more calorific value will release more energy than the fuel with lower calorific value. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ calorific value ಇದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೋವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರಿಫಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರಿಫಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮೋರ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರಿಫಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೋರ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಟೇಬಲ್. So this is the table where you can see some fuels and their calorific values. So first is wood. So wood has a calorific value of 17,000 to 22,000. Coal is having 25,000 to 33,000. Biogas, it is 35,000 to 40,000. Petrol 45,000. Kerosene 45,000. Same. CNG, that is compressed natural gas, it is 50,000, and LPG it is 55,000. Hydrogen it is 1,50,000. So higher the calorific value, higher will be the energy produced. So efficient is hydrogen here. Okay, so this is the table which gives the calorific values of some fuels, right? So next two topics I'll be taking in a next video.